convenience of hospital care, medical services, and prescription drug coverage all in one plan.
Plus, your choice of hundreds of available Kaiser Permanente doctors, including specialists.
I'm also proud to tell you that here in California, Medicare has given Kaiser Permanente's Medicare health plan a 5 out of 5-star rating for the 12th year in a row. That's Medicare's highest possible rating.
To get your free Kaiser Permanente guide to Medicare, call 1-877-705-8277 or go to kp.org/local now.
Now's the time for cleaner indoor air with an air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer. You've known us for carpet cleaning, but we've been cleaning air ducts for over 20 years. We do things the right way, cleaning your entire system. So if you need an air duct cleaning, call 1-800-STEAMER today.
This is Eyewitness News with live breaking news.
Good morning. This is Eyewitness News at 11 a.m. I'm Giovanna Lara. Philip is off. We begin with breaking news in Hollywood. You're looking at live pictures. This is where a barricaded suspect has shut down the 101 freeway. Scott Reif is live over the scene in Air 7. Scott, what happened here?
Well, Giovanna, we understand earlier this morning, LA County Sheriff's deputies came to the Hill Point Apartments right here, Cahuenga and Odin in Hollywood, to serve an eviction notice, and they heard shots fired. Now, we don't believe anyone was struck by gunfire at this point in time. We don't have any reports of injuries, but the SCB, the SWAT team for the Sheriff's Department, has been called out. They shut down streets here. They evacuated the apartment complex, and they're trying to talk this individual out of the situation peacefully. We'll show you one of the tools they used. Moments ago, we shot this footage here, and they had a drone go right up to the window in which that individual is barricaded at this point in time. It's unclear if they've established communication. We'll come back out to a live shot. The real mess for this area is the 101 north and southbound is shut down. We're going to show you the south 101 in the Cahuenga Pass. It's closed at Highland, the northbound side at Gower. So the 101 south out of the valley, nightmare. Cahuenga Boulevard's no better. Don't even come into the Cahuenga Pass. Northbound 101 out of downtown is heavy. It's hard to say how long this will take before they reopen the freeway. It's shut down as a precaution in case this would escalate into some type of gunfire. But right now, avoid the area at all costs. You got to think about the 5 freeway, Giovanna, really as an alternate from the valley into downtown.
All right, good advice. Avoid the area. Thank you, Scott. We'll stay on this. And new reaction this morning following last night's wild pursuit. We watched as a suspect in that chase climbed over fences into an innocent victim's backyards. One of those homeowners is now speaking out. Our Tony Cabrera is live in Whittier with their story. Tony.
Giovanna, this is where that work truck was stolen in the driveway here. You can see that the gate's been removed. It's all bent up here from all of that action yesterday. The family that lives inside this home, they're distraught, not just because their truck was stolen, but because that suspect went through their home. It all started in Fullerton last night just before 5 o'clock when authorities were chasing the suspect in a black Honda. Air 7 was overhead as the man drove erratically into Anaheim. At one point, he didn't even ramming it into a police cruiser before speeding off. When he reached Whittier, the van lost one of its tires and he took off on foot into the neighborhood, jumping fences. Rogelia Mendez was working down the street at an auto shop.
My boss told me, oh, watch it, your house. The guy ring to the fence.
The suspect then jumped another fence and went inside one of the back doors of a home, leading to Andres Benitez and his mother inside.
My mother was holding me back to know to let him go. And I was telling him to get out. He saw there was keys right there. And since he saw my mom holding me back, he knew I couldn't do anything. He went through the keys, he saw the keys, he grabbed them, he opened the door, and just ran out.
You see the chaotic scene unfold right in their driveway. They even tried chasing him away with a knife, but he gets away, ramming through their front gate. Then the suspect drove erratically again throughout the Hacienda Heights area, leading to several crashes as he rammed into a number of cars along the way. It came to a dramatic end with smoke and fire at a gas station.
Look at this, ramming into the front end. They're shooting at him. They're shooting. We're going to wind out, and they are now firing into the cab of that pickup truck.
Incredibly, no one was seriously injured, and the suspect was taken into custody. Mendez is still shocked about everything that went down. Rogelio says it's a good thing I didn't get in his way because who knows what would have happened. He could have hurt me. Now, the family that lives in this home, they say that they purchased that work truck about 3 weeks ago, and so that's why they've set up a GoFundMe account to help with expenses with that truck and then the tools that they lost in this crime. They have set up that account, so you can go to a link on our website, and so far that GoFundMe has raised up to $50,000, and you see the media that's set up here. Everyone's been talking about this story. It's such a big story here in Southern California that is part of why this is getting so much attention. And as far as that suspect involved here, so far he hasn't been identified, and last reported that he was in the hospital recovering from some injuries in this incident. Live in Whittier, Tony Cabrera, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Tony, thank you. Yeah, we were all stunned watching it unfold live before us yesterday. It was really crazy. I'm so glad nobody in that home was hurt. We're still waiting to hear from LA County sheriffs about a man they detained at the end of that pursuit that Tony was talking about. When the suspect crashed into a white sedan, the driver of that sedan got out of his car and was immediately put into a sheriff's vehicle. Adrian Cruz says he was on his way home from work with his family in his car when this all unfolded in front of him. He says he got out of the car to try to save his family from being in the way of any crossfire.
It just sounded crazy, like a war zone, blah, blah, blah. So we had to get out of the, I got out the car immediately. I don't want my son and my wife to get part of that. So as soon as I get out the car, the cops just smashed me. The dude that stole the car.
Cruz was released. We will have much more on this wild pursuit ahead at 11:30 and see how the community is coming together to help all of those impacted. A live look right now at Wall Street, where the stock market is seeing one of its best days in years. Right now, the Dow, look at it, it is up more than 1,000 points. It's at 33,500 and change. Stocks opened strongly this morning following a government report that although inflation had increased more than 7% from a year ago, that it was better than expected. The other markets are doing well too. Both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ are up today. It's been more than 24 hours since the polls closed, and this morning there's still no projected winner in the race for LA Mayor and LA County Sheriff. The reason? About 1 million ballots in LA County still need to be counted. The registrar's office released this photo from election headquarters showing stacks of mail-in ballots received by the Postal Service on Tuesday. Officials say more ballots postmarked on or before the election will continue to come in over the next several days, and those too will need to be processed. Could be a few days before we know the results. In the race for LA Mayor, the last tally had Rick Caruso leading Karen Bass by about 12,000 votes, with 44% of the votes counted. The registrar says the next update will be released tomorrow. And there's also still no winner in the race for LA County Sheriff. Incumbent Sheriff Alex Villanueva is currently running behind former Long Beach Police Chief Robert Luna. Luna has 57% of the vote compared to 43% for Villanueva, with more than 40% of the votes counted. The LA County District Attorney is now looking into whether Sheriff Alex Villanueva broke the law by asking deputies to donate to his campaign. This video is at the center of the DA's criminal investigation. It shows the sheriff in civilian clothing asking for support. It came after the union that represents rank-and-file deputies refused to spend big money in support of his re-election bid. Villanueva's campaign team says they have worked diligently to run an effective campaign in compliance with all applicable laws. And for a list of the latest results in all of the local and state races, you can head to our website, abc7.com/vote. And now switching gears, talking about our weather. It's been beautiful since the rain, that storm we had yesterday. Another gorgeous day outside. Here's Brianna with a look at your forecast. Brianna.
Yeah, good morning. We're pretty much just left with some very cold overnight temperatures and then some nice afternoons, although we are still below average for the afternoon highs, but it is feeling a little bit warmer than yesterday. Clear shot here from the Santa Monica Pier, where it's still a cool 63 degrees. Temperatures dropping low again tonight, so it's going to be another chilly overnight. night into tomorrow morning. But afternoon starting to get a little more mild out there for some spots. Still cool in downtown LA, but what a beautiful clear shot here after some rain this week. And we're starting to finally see some mid-60s out there for some areas. Riverside at about 66, Van Nuys 66. Palm Springs feeling pretty nice, getting close to about 70 degrees there. All right, we are going to see temperatures get a little warmer and then a slight cool down in the forecast. We'll be talking about that and what to expect over the weekend. That's all coming up. Giovanna, I'll send it back to you for now.
We'll see you then. Brianna, thank you. It has been in the business, I should say, in Orange County for decades, teaching young children the art of